Hello, hello, it's Simone. Today I'm sharing my very first memory planning spread on a 12 by 12 background, and I am starting with stamping the dates of the week using the Cocoa Daisy number stamp set from the month of October. Those stamp sets, the alpha stamp set and the number stamp set, were included in the 12 by 12 memory keeping kit as well as the pocket kit. And now I'm going to add die cuts and start working on my weekly spread. And I had to cut out a lot of the things that I did. This took me about 1.5 hours, to be honest. Um, for two reasons. First of all, I haven't done one of those spreads I did the last one in September, so the last spread that you see on my channel is actually the last one that I did. And then I also am using a new format. This is A5 and not the standard Daisy Dory insert. It's wider, which is not really the biggest problem I had, but it's something new. It's a little bit different. And then I'm also backing this on a 12 by 12 background. And that really, I felt like a total newbie to something that I expected it to be perfect on the first run. And that was really hard. So I have a lot of times when I just keep tapping my fingers or going through die cuts and all of that stuff, and that's what I had to cut out to make the video viewable for you. Oh, and then I was so overwhelmed with everything that I had. I didn't know if I wanted to have more stamp sets, less stamp sets. Do I want to add in all of my planner stickers or not? Do I want to limit myself? That was really hard. This stamp set is from Studio L2E. It's a school stamp set, and it has perfect phrases on there. And I used it for the very first time. So, yay, I'm happy. I really love the stamp sets from Studio L2E, and yeah, so I frequently buy from her stamps. I am also pulling in the Coffee Monsters stickers. I had purchased some for my Two Girls on a Budget video with Anna, and I still had so much left, and they are so versatile, so I pulled them out to put them on this spread as well. And then I'm just looking in my planner. I had added some small bullet points for each day if it wasn't in the to-do list or on my schedule and I wanted to write anything more, I just added bullet points at the end of the day, like had a big fight with my son, or so cute how this child did the laundry, or whatever. And so when I did the memory planning spreads in the Daisy Dory, the insert obviously is I think as tall as A5, but not as wide. And that limited me in adding die cuts and stickers and all of that, which that's a reason for why I would love to change to this format. It gives me more space to decorate. But on the other hand, it's new for me. So I have actually space to decorate, which now I'm not struggling with. But after that long hiatus of doing a memory planning spread, that was something that I struggled. So I went through the die cuts. I looked for things that would work. I didn't know, do I want to put this here or there? What if I need the space later on? But I know from experience in the past that if I don't put larger things down first then they won't have room. I won't have any space. And um, so my general design plan, if you can call it that, is to use the same things on both sides. So I'm definitely going to repeat the stickers that I have up there. I'm going to try and repeat the lettering on the other side. So um, I'm not going, I could do it differently. And I think once I'm back in the swing of things and I'm more used to doing it like that, more used to doing memory planning spreads, this will be less of a struggle. But yesterday, when I filmed and created this spread, I felt rusty. It felt new to me. And yeah, it was something that just didn't flow as easily as I had expected it to be. And so I was frustrated with myself. Now I'm moving on to the next side. And as I said, I'm trying to repeat things from the other side. So I'm also going to spell out to use the same hand lettering and to try and use similar stickers on both sides. Just this is the easiest way to make a spread look cohesive. So I repeated the plant, the potted plant. I'm repeating the lettering that I did on Tuesday. And I'm trying to add stickers to have it be more interesting. And those, I'm not a pro at lettering, not at all. But if you are interested in learning, I highly recommend Cindy Günther Baldo. She is Llama Loves Lettering on Instagram, but I think her YouTube name is, I'll link her. However, if you do not like swearing, then you shouldn't watch her. She uses all the language, all the words the English language offers for swearing, and I don't mind that. But if you do, then be warned. So yeah, so I added those succulent die cuts at the bottom left, and now I'm adding them here on the right side, and it just continues the art that is already on the page, and I'm just adding it there so that it continues on. This is something else that I have realized is it's easy to add dimensional things onto the art that is already there. Just try and use that as the base layer for your additional items that you add. So I had added the yay in this big and bold lettering, which is very crooked. And then I shaded it, or no, it's not shading. I just added some texture to the letters, and that I needed another word like that. And so I thought it shouldn't be very long because yay has only 3 letters. So worked perfectly. And then I just added all the things that I accomplished on that Friday. And that was a day when I actually accomplished everything that was on my list. And I have been struggling with accomplishing things on my list. So that was something that I really needed to put into this spread because wow, did it feel good to finally check things off. Yeah, and what else? I added a sticker to the, I think it's a sticker. Is it a die cut or a sticker next to the work, just for some added embellishing? And it just felt very heavy there, so I needed to lighten it up. And now I'm spelling. Yeah, I looked into my planner to find out what happened on the weekend. And we have had some very busy weekends. I'm not really able to Um, so for many people that work during the week, the weekends are laid back weekends where they can are able to craft and I usually crave Mondays because my weekends I don't have time to do anything crafty related. I'm going from one event to the next or just do stuff with my children. And so we have had a busy weekend and so I made sure that I included all the important things. So we had the last game, baseball game of fall ball season, and so I added this with the letter stickers. Again, I'm repeating the stickers just so that they are on both sides of the spread and it is repeated, as I said. It's the easiest way to make things look cohesive. And then I'm adding in all the things that I um, want to add. I used some faux calligraphy. I can't do real calligraphy, so I I really struggle with using brush pens, but that I really know how to do. And now let's move on to the hard part and to the part where I learned that I actually did it the wrong way. So I added the pocket spread from last week just to see how it would tie together and that I used a background that would work with the page that is on the left. And now I'm using this pattern paper from the planner kit to back my weekly spread just so that it doesn't look as harsh but it still looks harsh. So I don't like the pattern paper in the background, so I will definitely try not pattern paper, the stark contrast between uh, the teal background and the weekly spread because it's white. So that is something that I don't like. And then what else I noticed is I cut off all the die cuts on the edges, but actually since I'm backing them on a background on a 12 by 12 paper, I could have left them. And therefore, by spilling over onto the background, it would have been easy to tie the whole thing together. But now it looks like it is a separate entity on the page. So next time, I am going to mount my weekly spread onto the background before I even start working on my memory planning. And I'm looking forward to see how that works because to me it feels now that it's much better this way. What another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a teal marker and making that contrast even starker. I haven't done it yet, but that is something that I came up with last night. Maybe by exaggerating or actually stressing the that there is such a big contrast will make it tie in more, if that makes sense. I'm trying to overlap with the die cuts that I'm adding here. So there is a little bit of overhang, and also with the week 43 that I added with the chipboard letters from the kits. Yeah, that is it's like a struggle. It's new. I have to test it out, and I'm really happy that I did. Here are some close-ups. If you're wondering what this is all about, I am doing a little mini series and I have added the first two videos of this series to the screen right now. If you want to keep watching, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.